Hello. We need to say to you that we are not only us, we are you today. We are your higher self today as well.
Oh, awesome. Okay,
Yes.
so well, first of all, welcome all of you and Intimate Alien, and I'm RoseAnn Jansen, and welcome to our viewers. And I want to give you a little bit of background for today's call because I was just having lunch and I asked Intimate Alien, um, just asked without her being present, what she wanted to talk about today. And she said, me. I'll talk about me. And so that kind of gave me an oh shit moment. But I decided, I was talking with Rachel before this call too, and we decided to just go with that. And now I'm so excited that you would say that my higher self is part of you as well today.
Yes. Yes, it feels very different. I am here, of course, and Rachel is here, and we are all here, but you also wanted to come in as your higher self, and it is you may see us moving. See, we feel we are moving, we feel we are floating, we feel we are in space, and then in you hear that too,
Yes,
that static.
yes, I hear that all the time.
Well, here we are.
Oh my gosh. Um, that's amazing. Uh, you never cease to thrill me and amaze me and bring me so much joy. And I know that that is for our listeners as well, that they can feel that.
Yes.
I want to thank you for that. That's so wonderful. Okay.
Yes. Well, sometimes it is easy to get in a pattern where you are apart, seemingly, from your real self. But sometimes it is better for you to see it in another way, for it to be shown to you. Yes.
And I want to also start because right before the call, Rachel said you wanted me to drink water as well as Rachel drinking water. Tell me, tell me about that.
Well, you are a receiver of energy, right? And right, water helps you with that. It helps you integrate. It helps you be a better receiver. It helps you again in many other ways too, as you are a human and you are made up of water, and so your cells need to function. Your brain needs to function.
Thank you.
Yes.
I love that water helps us receive.
So let us get into it. Let us get into what your higher self wants us to know today. And I would ask you and all of you watching us to have the intention of aligning with your higher self energy because it will give you an immediate boost. You will feel more calm and more centered and even probably more excited because there is more energy entering your bodies. And you may feel movement like we do here. We feel very, very floaty right now, and it feels wonderful. And that is probably why I wanted to sit down for this chat because normally I do stand up because I wanted to float here. And of course, in Rachel's body, I cannot really float at the moment on her feet, right? Yes. Do
Uh,
you feel that connection?
Absolutely. As you're talking, I feel like tingles coming all down into my head and my body.
Yes. Now, what would you say is a good word to describe how you feel now that you are more aligned? What is this feeling that you have?
In terms of our language, it would centered comes to mind. More centered, more focused. Not,
Yes.
and it's an interesting word because not focused on doing, but focused in,
In the moment.
in the moment.
Focused in the moment.
Yeah.
Yes. You are
And
here. You are present.
Yeah, exactly. I feel much more grounded too, not so flighty.
Yes. Wonderful. So, RoseAnn and everyone else, we just assume we are speaking to all of you when I am talking to RoseAnn today. RoseAnn, what does this feeling inspire you to? What feeling yourself, feeling now your power, your centeredness, your focus, what is there? What is there for you?
Possibilities, an openness. It's a feeling like I can actually reach in and pick whatever I want.
What does that mean? Pick what?
Um, my brain wants to say pick the reality that I want, but
Okay.
it's more like I don't know the words for it. It's not pick the reality, it's pick the present that I want, the present moment that I want.
And which one do you want? What would you say now?
Right now, I want the joy of being connected with you and with everyone, like full connection.
Can you choose that now?
Yes.
Yes. And now you feel we have arrived at joy.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel the difference in your body.
Yes.
Yes. It is an elevated feeling, but still grounded.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It goes up the body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. What else? What now? What next?
In terms of what do I want to reach in and pick out?
What do you want to do now?
Well, my main question that I'm always asking is how I want to know how everything actually works.
So, from where you are right now, with us and you and us, why don't you explain it and we will correct you if you need any correction.
I have the most amazing feeling in my body right now.
Describe it for us, please.
There is infinite possibility. And I can choose to create whatever I want without judgment. And the way I do that is by having this feeling and wanting to express that feeling out in front of me. So that I sort of like I heard this one time where you would throw the image before you and step into it. That's what it feels like.
Yes.
And like a big part of me knows that's what I've been doing. But now that I am more aware of it and have the feeling of it, that I can do it more consciously.
Yes. Yes. And how do you do that more consciously? How do you do it on purpose?
I choose to feel the feeling and the joy of it first.
Yes.
And the vastness of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, this is.
And how does that feel now, knowing that, knowing you knew that, knowing you can do that?
It feels right in my body. It feels, my body feels way different, way different right now.
Describe, please, for us, for all of us.
I don't feel small anymore. Like I don't feel edges. And I know I teach that. I know how to get to that state, but now I'm just there without deliberately wanting to be in that state. And so even just seeing my hands, it's like, oh.
You say that it is your natural state.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Yes, it's absolutely my natural state. And so being anything else is making myself smaller.
Yes.
Um,
Yes, you feel that? Yes, yes,
yes.
yes.
And so now I wonder why I would make myself smaller.
But it does not matter. Trust
No.
yourself to know that you did that and that you are perfect in that state or in this state, and just go and be happy. Do not look back.
Yes. It is,
Do you get that? If you look back, that is what you create for yourself even more.
yes,
Yes.
yes, exactly, yes,
That is what kept you there.
yeah,
The looking at it.
yes, and still that sort of tendency to want to know why. Why did I do that?
Why? Because you are a creator. You are a creator and you wanted to create that. That's all you need to know.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, that makes it easy. Why did I do that? Because I wanted to create it.
Because you wanted to. Yes. Because you are having the time of your life. Yes.
I want to say something to I feel even my voice feels different. Like I'm
Yes.
speaking different. I want to say to our listeners too that I often have in the past now gone into what I call observer mode. And in that mode, I see myself doing things or creating a situation and that I might judge as being not good. But like I'm secretly going, this is so much fun. What to say? How to
You
say?
have a holographic aura right now. I just want you to know that.
Oh, I love that.
It
Uh,
keeps changing like a rainbow.
it's I wonder if our viewers can see that as well.
I do not know, but mostly it is like a light bluish kind of teal color around your head, but it shifts.
Mm-hmm. That happens to be one of my favorite colors too.
Oh, I wonder why, right? I wonder why.
Yeah.
You.
So if we um it, I'm finding it hard to talk.
Of course you are, because you are aligned to a multi-dimensional spectrum of energy right now that you are not accustomed to.
Yes, yes. Can I maintain that? Can I keep that?
Yes, of course. I mean, right now you are experiencing this for not the first time, not the third time, not the 100th time, right? You have been here before, but you are doing it more consciously, and incrementally you will be able to maintain it longer. Just practice. Remember to get here again.
Yes, yes. And also publicly, which has not been comfortable for me in the past.
Yes.
Yes, yes. It's very interesting. I imagine that this is how you feel much of the time.
Yeah, it is hard for me to think of how I'm not, right? So I do experience a bit of what Rachel experiences in this body, but I do not ever really know what it is like to be you, what it is like to be human. I can only really understand from her perspectives that she has kind of given me, right? It is not the same. So I probably feel like this, yes, but it is hard to say, right?
Yes, yes. I feel very multidimensional and very big.
Yes. Your true power, right? Your true energy. Yes, it is you. You are feeling you. You are feeling more of you.
Yes. Okay, so I also am thinking for myself and for viewers how we focus this energy sort of on a day-to-day basis.
So the wonderful thing is, you do not need to do anything with this energy. You just need to live here. Well, you do not even need to live here. But what happens is, right, you have all listened to Abraham through Esther Hicks. you are familiar with that terminology. So it is kind of the same. We would say it kind of the same way. Whereas you have been working on the multidimensional level your entire lives. Right. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
They say you develop your vortex. We say you are working multidimensionally your entire lives. You are living multidimensionally all of your lives. And so the version of you that has been on Earth has been going along as you know it. The version of you that lives dimensions above, several, you have many facets to you. Those versions of you live appropriately to their dimension. And where there is no lack on another dimension, you have been living out exactly as you would like it to be. Does that make sense so far?
Yes.
Yes. And so when you are here living multidimensionally, living at a higher frequency, you do not need to do anything for it to change this life of yours. You are simply merging with the life that already exists, that already has everything you want. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
That
is probably the best case we have ever made for living multidimensionally, right? That would appeal to many of you.
yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
So that's it. That is it. You do not need to focus anything. You already do that. You already do that very well. You just need to live in this frequency if you want this experience. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Yes. So the focus is on maintaining the frequency, not on necessarily anything else.
Okay.
Right? Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes, it
Very
does.
simple, right?
Well, maybe.
Well, as in there's only one objective. There's only one task. The only need to focus is to be where you want to be. So if you want to be here energetically. If you want to be here, be here. That is the only task at hand. You are an instrument. You play the note you want to play.
Okay. So can you give listeners a clear way to get to the frequency they want to be at?
Yes, of course. So we did it. We did it earlier, right? Intend to align with your higher self. Intend. Feel your body. How does it feel? That is why we asked you to describe it when it changed. Feel. This feels this way. Oh, now I have aligned and I feel this way. And now I have meditated. That is a good way. Now I feel this way. And now I have this thought and now I feel that way. And now I have this thought and I feel that way. It is about knowing yourself and knowing that you can map out where you are on that spectrum just by feeling your body. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. And absolutely. So the water and the feeling, the water helps you to feel it better.
Well, of course, because you are taking care of your body the way it was designed to be. It is an instrument, right? So Rachel used to play the clarinet and it had a reed in it and she had to get the reed wet in order to play the instrument. Well, you are an instrument and you need to be wet as well on the inside of your bodies for it to function optimally, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I love that this is a higher way of saying it too. Because what the way it is most said here is that from a nutritional body viewpoint, I am really having a hard time talking.
That is okay. We understand. Yes, we will speak for you about that. So the beauty is that you can do anything any way you want to on this planet. That is why you are here, because you wanted to have fun and experience things. You can do things for the nutritional value, or you can do things for the joy value, or you can do things for any kind of value at all that you want and still get to the same place, right? It is dependent on what will light you up or what you want to choose for yourself. There's no wrong way to live anything. There are people who maintain bodies by not eating at all. There are people who maintain bodies who eat only junk food, as you say. There are people who maintain bodies by eating completely raw diet. It is not what you eat. It is how you think and how you believe and where you hold yourself that matters. but you do have belief systems. You do. And they do affect you. And so if you have beliefs, it is easier to go with those beliefs, right? And so there's no wrong way to do anything. There is a path of least resistance, and you will know what that is because it will feel the best way to go.
Okay, that's a very interesting statement, to go with your beliefs in the path of least resistance, because the last couple decades or so, we have been focusing on, as healers and alternative workers, focusing on getting rid of limiting beliefs.
Yes, but you do that by feeling good and by going with the flow.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you are resisting, and that just makes them bigger.
Yes, exactly.
To stop, see how this might be. I was going to say something a little rude, so I will say it anyway, and you can know that I do not mean any harm by it. Stopping your so say you are in a fun place. You are in a fun place, and then you realize, oh, I could be having more fun, but I notice that I stop myself, and I have a belief that does not let me have more fun. But I'm having fun. Would you say that it is more beneficial to keep having fun or to stop and go to work on that belief? What would get you farther?
To stay having fun.
Probably, yes. Stay having fun, because then naturally, you will move around that belief that was in your way. Do you know how many pathways there are for you to get to where you want to go? Infinite. So why would you stop just to remove a block from one pathway, from one measly little pathway, when you can keep having fun and keep feeling good and go any of the other infinite ways to get there, right?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
This ties in exactly with what I've been teaching in my group, and I'm going to do a video in a bit about possibilities, and the universe handing you all these possibilities, and instead of us limiting ourselves.
Not the universe, you handing yourself opportunities, right? It is the universe, of course, you are the universe, but we want to reframe so you know you are the one empowered here.
Yes. And with infinite possibilities. And so instead of closing ourselves off and saying, this is the only pathway that I can go in, or that I want to focus only in this pathway, well, you can, but the infinite possibilities and the abundance to choose from is so much more fun.
Yes, that is why you know it is correct for you, because it feels better.
Yes.
Remember, the only focus is on your frequency, right?
Yes.
That is not a limiting thing. That is not saying focus only on this one path, focus only on this one outcome. No, you do not need to do that. That is not your work.
Yes. And would you say that for everybody?
Well, there is no right or wrong way to do anything, but if you want to merge with your higher dimensional selves and therefore your higher dimensional unlimited lives, right, as Abraham would call your vortex, if you want to scoop up everything you've ever asked for, then the easiest way to do that is to live multidimensional, live higher dimensionally, focus on your frequency. That will be the easiest way.
Yes, I want to do a dance of joy now.
Yes, it is a wonderful thing. It is wonderful. It is so much fun. Of course, the funnest way is the best way to get to where you want to go.
Yes. I have to. I'm going to make a poster and stick it on my wall, I think.
Yes, and what will it say?
Fun. Just fun.
Yes, fun. But also you have so many feelings, right? You have fun, you have explosive, you have invigorated, you have love, you have joy, you have anything that feels good will get you there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There's such delight that you can have in your lives, and you never need to feel anything twice because there are so many feelings you can feel.
It's interesting too. I have in the past um, not wanted to feel, not
Yes, we know. Rachel knows very well.
not wanted the emotional aspect of feeling. But and then when I was doing my intention for this year, I was put. It came out of me that I want big feeling.
That's
And
because you are a big being, right?
yes, yes. So yeah, I'm excited about this coming year.
Yes, Rachel is very much as well.
Very, very nice. Thank you so much, Intimate Alien. And
You're
my
so welcome. Yes,
friends showed up.
wonderful conversation. Maybe the best conversation we've ever had.
It's very, very helpful. And I trust that everyone watching has found it very helpful too.
Yes, I hope so. We love you all of you very much, and we will see you again soon.
Thank you, Intimate Alien. I'll see you again.